Welcome back to our channel, Sis Planet. This is Ananya and Aashritha here today. In this video, we're going to show you how to make a homemade Rakhi. What is Rakhi? What is this festival? I've been hearing.
Ananya, isn't that what we're here to talk about today?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Rakhi is also known as Raksha Bandhan.
Rakhi is celebrated on the full moon day of Hindu month called Shravanam, which comes in July or August. Mostly it's celebrated in India, Nepal, and other parts around India.
This festival means love bond between brothers and sisters. On this day, the sisters tie Rakhi around the brother's wrist to show the symbol of love and promise them to protect from evil influence. And they pray for a long life and happiness. That's why it's called Raksha Bandhan.
In return, brothers also promise to protect their sisters. To explain that, they also give a gift.
So, let's begin.
First, I'm going to go, then Aashritha is going to go. Now, I'm going to show you how to make this kind of Rakhi. All you'll be needing is threads, jewels, tools. Jewels, tools. Now, some glue, any kind of glue except for glue stick. You will need some cardboard or book to wrap it around and some paper. So let's begin. I'm choosing these two threads, golden and red. Let's keep the blue aside. Go with blue. First, I'm making this red thread, but I'm going to make it yellow. So first you need to wrap it around the book. Make sure a little bit is off the top. You need to wrap it around 50 times. I'm done wrapping. I'll be needing it this thick. If you want it thicker than this, wrap it up more. Now I'm going to be taking it out. It might be a little hard to take out, but I'll try. So I'm just finished, and this is how it will look like. Now we're going to cut the bottom part of it.
Start.
So glue this apart or tape it on a book or a cardboard, or else the threads will be loose. Next, split it into 3 equal parts and make a braid. If you're not good at making 3 equal parts, take a grown-up's help. I took my mom's help for this. If you want, you can glue the end of this like I did right over here. Then it will make me easier to braid. So how you braid is you just have to hold these 3. One minute. Let me just sort this out. Let me hold one by one this time. Now, just to do a crisscross. After each time you, how do I say this? Kept one side in the middle. Pull, give it a little pull, and then keep the other side in the middle. It might be a little tricky in the first to braid, but after you get a hang of it, it's way easier. So I'm done doing the braid. Now I'm just going to take the glue and glue it here. Just a teensy bit. Spread it to I just cutted this extra part here, see how small it is, and glued it. Now you can remove the tape on top. I think the best way to remove the tape is just do this. Now we're almost finished. We can get another color of thread, or if you want, you can use this. I'm done with the thread. Now I'm going to do the Rakhi part. Now, I'm finished. Take a different color and tie it around a piece of cardboard. If you want it big, you can tie it around something bigger. To tie that part, it has to be very thick. Just stretch. I'm almost finished wrapping. There, I'm finished. Well, after you're finished, slowly take it out. Well, that was easy. Now we have to just keep it in the middle and tie it. So I did 2 of them and glued them in the center. And I also cut it as this. Now all you need to do is get your finger in the middle and do this. And do 2 of them. Next, stick it on top of each other. I glued one on top of other. Now I'm going to use a brush to brush it. You can use an old toothbrush if you have one. After you're done brushing it, cut the edges equally. I'm going to be doing that after I brush. This is fun. And make sure there are not that many gaps, or else the Rakhi will start to look bad. Now that it's nice and smooth, I'm going to cut the extra parts. I'm done cutting the sides equally. After you're done with that, brush it one more time. Let me do a quick brush here. You don't have to make it all the way smooth for the second time brushing. Well, I like it smooth, so I'm almost finished. Now I picked out a jewel to put on my Rakhi. So first I glue the back of the jewel. And don't forget, if you have a plain old jewel without fabric or paper on the back, make sure you glue on a piece of paper, then cut it out. Next, I'm going to pick it up and let it dry. If you want to make Fevicol dry, just press it for a while. Now I'm just have to glue this to the back. Let this dry. Meanwhile, I'll show you the paper one. This is the paper one. I sticked it with paper. Now this is all dried, so I'm going to flip it over and keep some glue in the back. Not this one. Now get the Rakhi and make sure you keep it in the center. Hope I can do it. I'm so scared. Perfect. Now after that, stick a paper on the back. Ooh, that's a nice bubble. Keep a thick paper on the back so the Rakhi doesn't fall. Now let me just pick this up. And we're finished with the Rakhi. Let the paper dry, and then it's Aashritha's. After it's dry, it will look like this. Now, if you want, you can brush it one more time for a smooth, very smooth fur or thread. After you brush it, it will feel like fur, trust me. These are the Rakhis. These are how they look like. In the back, they have a paper. Well, nobody will notice. Hope you like the Rakhis. Hope you liked our Rakhis. Now it's going to be Aashritha's turn.
Finally, it's my turn. Ananya took for a long time for making the braids, using the thread, wrapping it around, gluing, sticking, all of those. Well, mine will be so easy that no time will be ticking. So, let's do it.
Let's begin.
Let's begin. So you'll need is scissors, gems, these jewels, glue, construction paper or any paper, And don't worry, you can use, if you don't have thread, you can use lace. If you don't have lace, you can use thread. So I'm going to show two. One with lace that Ananya made for me. And this lace over here. So the first one I'm going to do is with this lace. And I made this peacock one by myself. So if you want to make this one, you will need paper, gems, and that's it. So these are the gems I used to make it. And oopsies. So here is the one I made. So you'll need paper. You have to keep the paper on the back and stick all the jewels. But don't forget to make the design first, then stick. So let's do it. I'm going to measure the height of this thread. Here. I'm going to add a bit extra more. You can use a marker too. So I folded it and cut it two of these lace. So one I'm going to do, make sure to check the center and glue it. One I'm going to do with this peacock, and one I'm going to do with these pretty jewels. So I'm going to glue it now. I'm going to do the peacock one first. Only one tiny drop is, You have to add this much. More like a pebble or something. Then you keep it and keep it. I'm just going to keep this down. The lace on. And press it. So now you can glue these edges over here, which are not sticking. So you glue it like that. Then keep. Some black spots are coming. Now the other side. Now you have to wait until it's dry. So let me just keep this aside and do this. So I'm going to keep this gem over here that you can see. I'm going to keep it on here, like over this much. Only one drop. Actually more. Enough now. Now I'm going to flip it over just like again. And two. So I'm going to add these two circles next to it. I don't know where to open this. Okay, got it. And two. So I got these two. I'm going to stick them right over here like that. So I'm going to do it now. Okay, I think that's good. And keep it right here. And do the same with the other one. keep the peacock one. So this one is done. I let it dry. So now I'm going to do this center circle how Ananya made, but not with the thread. I'll take for a long routine. So I'm going to do it. I'll need my glue first. I already cut the papers into circles. I know one is like an oval, but we don't need it like a perfect circle. So now for this jewel, we're going to keep the full circle here. That might was a bit too much. And keep it right here. Like drop and squeeze. Oh, you will need this chain to keep. So now I'm taking this stone chain and keeping it around where the glue is falling. So I'm going to keep this one here, like this, and wrap it around. If you want, you can twist like this. And it's done. So next, cut it after. So this is how it looked like when I glued it, but now we have to wait until it's dry and cut the parts. So let's move this to make it dry and do this one. So with this thread, you'll need to check the center where it is and keep over here, like that. But you'll need to use the glue again. So now, so this is the center, oops, that I am keeping. And let it dry like again. But if there's too much glue, wipe it off. So my mom helped me cut the extra parts, and now I'm going to, oops, stick it on this glue that came too much. Right here. So I made 3 Rakhis, and I think my favorite is this one. So I hope you like it.